Now, Michelle, your character, I think, is the most important character in the show because she is the linchpin. I mean, when we first meet her, she seems like a very normal person. I mean, and that is really important to a show with an alternative universe, to have that character that makes you instantly believe because we believe your character.
You know, I was really excited to be sent this project by Jessica and Jason. I had worked with Jason many, many years ago and had like really fond memories of the experience that I had with him on a show called Boston Public. And, oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. And Jason and Jessica sent me this. And it was really the first thing that I had read that got me really excited after True Detective. Jessica's heard me say this 1,000 times, but that show really kind of ruined me kind of creatively because it was such a great experience and the show turned out so well that I thought, oh gosh, now like how do I follow this up, you know, really with something that's very intriguing and something that I could potentially do season after season with. And when I read this, I was so intrigued, and mostly because it is in an alternate universe, one in which that I think is really unique that we haven't really explored. But as you were saying, one that's very also like very relatable. Like the characters, you can sort of imagine yourself at some point in your life is these people. Whether you're going through a crisis of faith, as maybe Jessica did, or someone who's just very extraordinarily devout, as Sarah is. And so my approach was really just to have someone that was so very, almost the matriarch of the movement, so to speak, because she was brought up in it, and to take, you know, I always sort of imagined my grandma, she's like really a devout Catholic, and she prayed, it seemed like all the time, and she was a very strong woman. She took great comfort in her faith, and it gave her great strength. And so I tend to think that people who have a strong sense of faith are kind of very calm, cool, and collected, as long as everything sort of goes their way or as planned. And so I thought it would be interesting to see Sarah sort of seemingly this way, and then as things sort of don't turn out as she imagined them to be, she starts to unhinge a little bit and starts to really kind of have an identity crisis because she has no idea who she is really outside of her faith. And so that's sort of where I started.